New year, new energy. Let's enter this chapter exactly how we plan to lead on. Entering the new year and my birthday exactly a month away, the 2nd of January feels aligned to share my experience with you all. This is a letter to my future self to reflect on and look back on in years to come. I believe we have 3 new years. The first being the one we celebrate together, January 1st, the physical calendar reset. The second is your birthday, the day your personal year renews, your own cycle beginning again. And the third is spring, when the universe itself resets, reminding us that growth is meant to happen in seasons. Hey my loves, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm currently recording this whilst I'm not in the best of headspaces, if I'm honest, but we are gonna still record the content because the content is what we are here to record. So at the time of recording this, it's actually double check if you saw. Anyway, it's Friday the 26th of November, so Boxing Day. It is 5:38. We are currently in Tirana, Albania. Today is I came on Tuesday, so Wednesday, wait. Let's count from Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is my 4th day here so far. How many days am I staying? You know what? Anyway, I've been here since Tuesday, so I've been here since the 23rd. Today is the 26th. Did I come on Wednesday or Tuesday? Guys, my brain is not working right now. I've been here for 3 days. And as I mentioned when I first started, I'm recording this when I'm just not 100%, if I'm honest. I'm not going to get into why, but I am going to get into speaking to my future self. And it's crazy because I actually recorded a video or similar video to this when I was not only in Egypt for my birthday, which was in February, when I was wearing this exact same dress, which is funny to add to that actually, because it's kind of on point with just bringing in new energy. And during my birthday I was experiencing a lot. I was experiencing so many things at that point, so it's crazy that I'm wearing this dress in this video. But I recorded a similar video then for my future self, as well as the beginning, I think it was actually a New Year's Eve, so the 31st of December 2024, and it again was a letter to my future self. And I think this video is gonna have a completely different vibe because I am in a completely different mindset, a completely different space in my life. I am the most self-assured version of myself I've ever been, and I could cry even just saying that out loud because this year has taught me a lot about myself, if I'm honest. And I think being in this space in Albania currently, that's another reason why I want to record this video, because again, I'm not feeling my best, but we are still showing up for ourselves, and that is just a testament to my current mindset and the mindset that I've grown into this past year. So, you know your girl gets emotional, but we are going to get into asking or telling my future self exactly what it is that she needs to hear, or the things that my current self knows my future self is going to accomplish over the next year. It is a few days until the 1st of January. I think exactly a week, because yeah, it's exactly a week until the 1st of January, as today is the 26th. And hopefully this video is up on the 1st of January so that it's a clear, what's the word? Consistent diary entry or letter to myself, so that I can do this every year. Because as I said, I done this last year, but I didn't upload it, and I still actually have the content, so I might, maybe not now, but maybe in future. But yeah, girl, I'm so proud of you. I know right now there's a trend. Right now there's a trend with people on TikTok that have a cake in their hands and they're putting little flags basically of accomplishments they've achieved throughout this year. And a part of me, I've been skipping over those videos because I was watching them at first, but I've been skipping over them because I have to be in a space where I'm not comparing myself to anybody else's journey. And it's not that watching those videos made me feel like I was doing that, but it's that I didn't want to feel like I was doing that just by watching it. And I'm so proud of those individuals for what they've accomplished. But I think to reel it back into myself, I need to recognize what it is that I've done for myself and what I can do going forward, because I wasted a lot of time early in the year. And I think not only just early in the year, but just throughout the discovery of myself, I've been very stagnant. I've thought that time will wait for me. And these are all subconscious thoughts. These are more thoughts that I've now uncovered through doing shadow work, that I can now sit back and reflect on and be like, wow, actually, I thought time was gonna wait for me, and it really isn't. And the older that I'm getting, I'm just like, girl, you gotta do what it is you wanna do. You have to show up for yourself. There is no other excuse. You have to build your dream life. There is no other excuse. It's either that or you live in the regret of not doing anything or doing the thing that you said you wanted to do. I've been wanting to do YouTube since I have videos. And the reason why I'm crying is because I could insert videos now of me at like 14, 15, like even younger than that. Just wanting to be a content creator. Not even just wanting to be that, I've always been a creator in my own right. Loved art, loved creativity, loved just self-expression through creativity. And boy, you know what, listen, I feel so vulnerable right now, but bear with me. Bear with me. Let me get a tissue and come back, and then we'll start that again. We'll not start that again, but we'll get back to this point of the video and I'll remember what I'm trying to say or explain. One moment. Okay, so I'm back. My dramatic self. You know what's so funny? The contrast in this sit down video and my normal or my vlogs is probably kind of funny to my loyal viewers, because if you watch my vlogs, you know I go on there anyhow. I'm just there being myself, just taking you through my day. I've just started uni. Oh, not me thinking about the cake analogy that I gave you earlier about this current trend that's happening towards this part of going into the new year. That is an accomplishment that I never thought I'm so emotional today. I don't know what it is, but I'm allowed to be, so I need to remind myself that. Guys, I didn't even expect that for myself this year. Like, I started the year off so different to how I'm ending it. I really did. And I'm so proud of myself. And I think, even to go back to what I was saying about my vlogs and what I take you through with me on my day-to-day, as I said, it's such a contrast to this style of video of me sitting down. Of course, I'm on holiday. If you've been keeping up with my Albania content, I just posted the videos of me at Lost, which is a club in Tirana. I've also made a separate video which I'll be posting of an interview with one of the promoters and hosts at Lost, highlighting his experience as a black person in Albania. So make sure you go and watch that video, because that will be up eventually. It should be up by, oh actually, I'm gonna post this next week, so it will probably be up after this, but you will eventually see that. But yeah, I went to Lost last night, and that's the content that you would have seen. But why did I say that, girl? Anyway, and now I'm thinking, why did I initially talk about the club? And yeah, this is a different style of content, but I love watching letters to my future self, or I like the idea and the reflection of just the space that I'm currently in, the space that I'll be in the next year, few years, time to come. Just being able to document my journey and take you all along with me, and not only for myself to see the growth in me, but also for you to see the growth in me. So yeah, this year has been crazy, but I'm so grateful for my eyes opening, like, to my potential. I'm so happy for doing the shadow work that I needed to for my younger self. Yeah, the reason why I was crying, just the reason why I left was because yeah, girl, I've been trying to do, but I've just loved creating since a very young age, and I've always done something that has aligned with my higher and future self. Even before this point of being consistent with content, I express myself through my business or my businesses, and we're not going to get into that chapter or part of my life and journey, but that you may see across parts of my YouTube. I know there is a video up that I re-uploaded onto my channel of my life after closing my salon, but that's a whole other chapter that we may talk about in videos to come or throughout next year. You never know, or whenever I feel ready to. Really, I did at that time. That was a video that I made a year ago and I posted it then. I felt like that version of me needed to release some energy that I held onto that space and that part of my life. And just like this video that I'm recording currently, that's why I'm recording this, because I need to call in that new energy for the year to come and my future self. And I'm really doing it. I'm really doing it. I'm really doing it. I needed to be all of the versions of myself previously to be where I am today, and I'm so grateful that she was who she was and I am who I am now, and she's gonna be who she is in the future. And she knows what she's capable of, but I want to see how good it can get. I want to remind myself and align with, I want to create my dream life. Not even I want to. I am creating my dream life. And this video is not only the pivot, because I have been putting in the steps and the actions and the consistency and the drive and the everything that I need for my future self. Even this holiday alone, just so far, has reminded me that I am the creator of my reality. I can create whatever reality I want. I could be whoever I want to be today, tomorrow, next year, next month, and that starts with me. I'm the only person that can create my dream life, and I'm determined. And me and my sister, or it's not really me and my sister, it's more me, but I shared this inside joke that I have with myself. There was a creator on TikTok called The Determined Mum, and every time I say determined, it reminds me of that creator, because she was an older lady, and she was consistently making content about her being a determined mum, just achieving her life, achieving goals that she didn't expect that she would achieve, and she done what she said she was going to do because she was determined. So every time I say determined, it reminds me of her. And I share that with my sister, and now I'm saying it to you. It's reminding me of that creator. But yeah, I'm determined, y'all. I'm so determined, babe. Did you start driving again? And I know this kind of gives, just even the way how I just asked myself that question, because again, this is a letter to my future self. Whoever watches this, hopefully you can resonate, and hopefully this energy is something that you're called to do for yourself, whether that be in private. You ask yourself the questions that you want your future self to align with, or whatever that may be. But the reason why I said just now, randomly, like, kind of like a movie. You know when someone just goes into song or like breaks into saying a random sentence, did you drive again, or have you started driving again? The reason why I said that is because your girl was a driver. Listen, the younger version of myself was a determined babe. Not me saying determined again, but she was a driven babe, and obviously she is me and I am her. But I went for a big chunk of my early 20s feeling so, it's like a blur. Not even a blur, because again, I had to be those versions of myself to be who I am now. But yeah, did I start driving again? I know anyway that I got my license again. I started driving again. Not only just even driving, I think, you know what, my younger self, when I started driving when I was 18, and it wasn't through the law. That's what I'm gonna say. It wasn't through the law. That's a bit TMI, but who cares? We're family. We're getting to know each other. So it's okay. But driving, especially for me at that time, gave me a sense of freedom and, what's the word I'm looking for? Just brought in such a different energy into my life that I was like, yeah, I could do anything. And I had to remind myself of that when I think of my current self and each day what it takes for me to be who I want to be. I can accomplish anything I put my mind to, just like I did with driving, just like I did with owning a salon, just like I did with running multiple businesses, just like I did with hosting events, just like I did with... The list goes on. And it's not... I know right now I'm naming assets or accomplishments or things that are big. Because in my head I'm saying may seem big, but they are big. Accomplishments that I've achieved. But even just being able to wake up and brush my teeth is an accomplishment in itself. And I think the same for you, whoever's watching. Just even being able to sit and look at this video, if you are watching, that is an amazing gift in itself, that I think I've taken for granted. Just even being physically able to sit and record this video, I've taken for granted. And I don't want to waste my life living in regret. I want to build my dream life. Not even... I keep saying I want. I am building my dream life. And there's no more time to waste. So, girl, you know you started driving. You already know. You know you started driving again. You know you moved out. You know you moved out. That is a very big goal I want for 2026. And I know that will come into fruition. Listen, you know that gym body... Oh, you know that gym body has come in clutch. Your girl has been as consistent as she can be when it comes to her health and fitness, her wellness. I started my health and fitness wellness journey just with eating, just being intentional with eating. I grew up with multiple eating disorders, and those are still struggles that I face today, but I have overcome. When I mentioned there was parts of my 20s where it was quite a blur, that was a part of my younger self I wouldn't say fixed, but worked really hard on, and I don't give myself enough credit for. Not wanting to cry again. We're gonna try and keep composed. But I did tell you that I am in Albania right now and I am not feeling the best. But that is a part of the things I've done during that time, just healing my relationship with food, my relationship with eating. And I know so many people experience this and people do not talk about it. And I know how I may come across and whatever that may be, but I am a multi-dimensional babe. There are so many layers to me. There are so many parts of me that I want to share with you, and I want to document, and I want to be open with myself and you about. And I'm doing that slowly but surely. But I am really like, you know when you're just ripping, it feels like I'm like ripping off skin. Like I'm like, oh, this is the new me. and every day I'm reminding myself that I need to rip off that band-aid, because no one else is going to do that for me. Not one other person is going to do that for me but me. And I want whoever's watching to remind themselves of that too. You are the only person that can create your dream life. You are going to create your dream life. You need to work and do that inner work, that shadow work, that spiritual alignment. Whatever your faith may be, whatever your background may be, you need to do that shadow work, or that understanding, or that journaling, or that praying, or that singing, or that dancing, or that learning, to learn more about yourself, to become the person you need to fulfill your soul's purpose during this human experience. And I know I'm not someone that speaks about anything to do with spirituality, etc. on my page, because that is something that I keep very close to me. But if there is something that I want to leave you with, it's that you are here to achieve what it is that you are here to achieve whilst you're here in this plane. When I say in this plane, I mean on this world, in this world, with the family you have, with the friends you have, with the experience you're currently experiencing, and anything that may be, you are able to change that just by changing or shifting your mindset to what it is you need it to be, to become your full self. And I hope that kind of makes sense. I feel like once I edit this, I'll probably be like, huh? Girl, what are you even trying to say? But those who it resonates with, it will resonate with. And whether this video is just for me, because it is just for me, this is a letter to my future self. But whether this video resonates with someone, or yourself, or with no one, I don't think it will, but with no one, I just want to remind myself that there is nothing I can't do. There is nothing I can't be. There's nothing I can't achieve. And I will achieve my dream life. I just need to do the steps, the boring stuff, the hard work, the consistency to build that. And with repetition comes momentum, and with momentum comes what's the word I'm looking for? With momentum comes the word is not goals, but as long as I keep stacking up the days, I will achieve what it is that I want for myself. Your girl doesn't know what else to say. To be fair, I kind of do, because I did try to write down whatever I could. I make this content for my younger self. I make this content for the young black girls or the young black people or the young black individuals that not only need that representation of the things that they can achieve, but the young black person that was overlooked for, or with even being in just this space, for being who they are, especially as a black individual. I make content for the person who is learning to walk in their alignment, and I make content, as I said, for my younger self, and she is proud. I know she's proud. She's gassed. I think even when I look at younger pictures of myself, I'm like, that's me? Like, I know that's me, but time has done what time does, and all I can do is take each day as it comes and build on the days that come. So I hope this video resonated with you. I hope my future self is watching this and is proud of just having the courage to sit down and record this. Before recording this, I was asking myself, I didn't even want to. I done my makeup. I'm currently about to go out to eat, and I just was like, I don't even want to leave, but I am going to leave. I recorded this content, which I didn't want to do. I'm going to record some short form content just before I leave, and we are going to go out, enjoy our evening, have dinner, and tomorrow, ooh, this is actually a very big thing for my future self, because your girl is scared of heights. I'm very scared of heights, and I want to overcome every fear I have, slowly but surely, and heights is one of them. And tomorrow, I'm booking an experience to go on the highest, I think, and the longest. The highest and the longest zip line in Balkan, and that is in Albania, not too far away from where I'm staying currently. We are gonna go there, and I'm scared. But again, my future self needs this because she is fearless. She is determined. Determined mum, guys. That is so funny. but she is determined. She is accomplishing. She is aligning. She is that girl. She has been that babe. She is just, she knows who she is. And that is the energy I want to carry throughout every part of my life. Whether I feel like it, regardless, I just want to know. I want my core and my subconscious to know that she knows. She knows who she is. We're gonna go to dinner. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It has been a long video because this part is now 19 minutes, and the other part where I was crying, your girl, yeah. Stay tuned to the end, because I'm gonna insert a few clips of me throughout the years just trying to create content and just learning to align with who it is that I am and who it is that I have always been and just accomplishing my soul's purpose here on this plane. So make sure you watch my vlogs. Such a different vibe to this. I love to sit down and I love to talk and I love to have conversations. If you know me, especially in person, I am someone that is a deep thinker. I love to talk, as I said. I love to learn. I just love to experience. So I am thinking, ooh, another thing to my future self. I am thinking of doing a podcast which I'm not going to name the name, because the name, I don't want anyone to copy it, because I know this is coming out soon. So it's kind of like, but then maybe that will push me to make sure I start. So maybe I should say it. I'm going to say it, because then that will push me to start creating the 1, the content, 2, the concept, 3, the page, the etc. But I want to, or I'm going to start a podcast called Flights and Feelings. Of course, I am a solo traveler. I am a black woman solo traveler. I love to talk about emotions, again, experiences, learning. I love to talk. And I think that would align heavily with not only my current brand, but the future brands I hope to hold in future. And Flights and Feelings just gives a really good ring to it. I want to bring on guests. I will be, again, talking about not only travel experiences, but just experiences generally, as well as feelings. Again, this is me pouring out my emotions to you currently watching, and not only you, but also, again, my future self, because this is a letter to my future self. So yeah, in the new year, that is a venture that I have been thinking of starting. I know I'm still I'm still in the early stages of my consistency, but again, we are determined, so we will accomplish everything we set our minds to. So yeah, I've been trying to end out the vlog for a minute now, or not the vlog, the video, for a minute now, and I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope, again, as I mentioned, this resonated, and I hope to see you in my next video. Again, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and make sure you check out not only my podcast, which should, by now, as I said to you, this will launch me into making the page, etc. So I might not have posted anything, which I don't think so, because I need to book a podcast session, etc. But I would have started at least the Instagram, the YouTube channel, and at very least the YouTube channel, and would have researched things that I need for the podcast in general. So yeah, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Everything that I mentioned will be linked below. So again, the podcast, which is so funny. I know it's so random because I just said it, and it's, anyway, which is that. I don't know what else. I have a few solo travel guides that should be linked in the bio as well. But yeah, bring on 2026. I'm excited for what the year holds. We are walking into the year with such different energy to what we started it with, and I'm just so proud. I'm so proud of myself, my current self, my future self, my younger self, my subconscious self, my conscious self, just every self that I've had to be to get to this point. I am very proud of every layer. I'm very proud of every layer to me. So yeah, we're gonna go and eat, and I'm very happy that I decided to sit down and record this, because it's opened up my heart and my understanding of myself just that little bit better. So I hope whenever you're watching this, you have a lovely new year. Happy New Year's. Bring on 2026. I'm wishing you the best of years. And yeah, I hope you had a lovely Christmas as well. Mwah. I'll speak to you soon, my loves.